Welcome back to the 2K25 Legendary Challenge. I am your host, Attack Slug. On the show today, we have a solid steel cage match. And it will be two of the 4 horsewomen, Bayley versus Becky. Here we go. What's the deal at Grapple Legends Arena? Because why not? And I would assume at some point, on the return of Bayley, we'll get Bayley and Becky, considering that Becky's the one who attacked Bayley backstage before Mania, and she didn't get her Mania match with Lyra in that tag team title business. Or they'll just totally forget and have it dropped and whatever else. Like, anything could happen here in this business. You never know. But what I do know, and what was certainly understandably pointed out by one Ventura on a show on Saturday's night's main event, was that when Priest defeated Drew and left the cage out the door, and Ventura was like, what is happening? First of all, he called matches back in the, 80s where guys left out the cage that same way. And obviously that was a long time ago. I get it, he's old, but at the same time, what's notable there is that what should be happening is the heel. That's a heel tactic, right? Out the door, right? A face wants to stay in the ring and defeat you that way, right? So having a face walk out the door, and again, that's been done by guys like Bruno, and again, that's Bruno. It's a whole different discussion there. But generally, have the face get the pinfall, have the heel escape the cage, because the whole point of a cage match, like when you think about the in-ring psychology of the whole business, is that the face has to get the heel in the cage to prevent any kind of outside interference or bring away or any of that, right? And the only way to get that done is to have it with those 4 solid steel walls, confining them in that structure and making sure the heel can't escape or the heel can't get help. That's kind of the whole point of that in-ring psychology for the cage match. German. But having the face do the beatdown and then walk out the door, it just seems weird from a in-ring psychology perspective of how the match typically works. But hey, it ain't the 80s no more. I get it. That's fine. I'm just saying there are things in wrestling that worked before and they'll still work again because it's just basic human nature. So, there's that. But what is more important for me, as I am currently playing as Bayley, who is, or would be the face in this rivalry, you! Can I just get the... No? Wake up taunt? I had seen a prompt for something, and is it the comeback move? Is it? Yes. Alright. Wow. I mean, look, I shouldn't be trying to hit the comeback move on Legend. That probably wouldn't work out for me in terms of hitting those buttons faster than the CPU would, because Legend. So let's not do that. Honestly, let's not do that instead. But big time here, certainly being the man, as she tends to do. And I don't need her getting out. Oh, hold on, she's calling for something here. She's not at stick or finish, so what she's calling for, who could say? What? Really? Okay. Shotgun dropkick. No. Making me waste meter there, Bex. No, calling for the door. Now, this is where it gets difficult because I would like to hit a sig and a finish and win that way, but if I have to keep wasting meter to make sure that Becky does not escape the cage, German, then that becomes a larger problem now, doesn't it? 1 and a 1 count. Okay, well, eventually, my finisher meter will fill. So, I'm not going to go for a comeback. But eventually, even if I got to waste my meter on getting those... Hold on. Sig, what was that? What happened there? Why did you taunt, Bayley? What button did I hit to make you taunt and lose all the meter? What happened there? Was it just an instant reversal? I didn't even notice? Like, Exploder. I am... Occasionally in this game, I am baffled. So, Thez press, head on the mat. We're almost to finish. If she's going to be stunned, then, oh, Becky Lynch. guess what? I have finished. This might not happen because your stun meter ran out. That's a problem. Rose Plant. Rose Plant. Is that enough to pin Becky Lynch? A 1, a 2. No, it's not. Was that indeed resiliency? Quite possibly. And she is almost at finish, which is also certainly a problem to not get the disarmor. And here's where I said that I have resiliency. Okay, we use that. I get one of those. She has 2 finishers. That means 2 potential manhandle slam. One got wasted. Good, good, good. 2 got wasted. Okay. And then right into the Rose Plant. She missed 2 manhandle slams. And now no longer has resiliency. And that should be... And it's not. Back to square one. We are in deep waters in this cage. Good lord. I'm almost at Sig, which is good, but that's altogether a problem. Because we know that busted open on the turnbuckle is funny as hell. Okay. It's not even exposed. Like, alright, if it was an exposed turnbuckle, sure. Can I get that Bailey Belly? Yes. Alright, that was what got reversed before. She had the arms open and it didn't quite pan out to a 3. That was rough, man. If I had missed any of those prompts to reverse the manhandle slam twice, I would have been just kaput. If I didn't have that resiliency to get out of the disarmor, I would have been kaput. So things worked out for me somehow, some way in this solid steel cage match, winning it as a face should, dead center with a pinfall, not walking out the door. Governor Ventura. And there we go. The hugger, the role model, the victor. That's it for today. 3.5 stars. I am your host, Attack Slug. More videos right here. I'll see you next time. And I'm out.